Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my video, or you are there already but you have not subscribed, please subscribe for me. Okay, it's not going to subscribe. Please don't forget also to like and share my video. Okay, please do so. I'm pleading. But if you don't subscribe for me, I'm going to be mad at you. In fact, I will come to your house and arrest you for that. Okay, please subscribe for me. It has been a long time, but thank God that I am back on stage. So, and for today's topic is all about cholesterol. We've been hearing about cholesterol. So today I am going to enlighten us more on what is cholesterol. So this cholesterol is a waxy fatty substance that is found in all the body cells in our body. Our body makes use of this cholesterol to produce hormones, vitamin D, and enzymes, that is digestive enzymes, and so many more things. So you can see that cholesterol is a very important nutrient in our body. And one important thing I will let you know today is that our body produces this cholesterol by itself for its own consumption, and there are other ways in which we can get this cholesterol. So how can we have this cholesterol apart from the one our body produces? We can have this cholesterol by what we eat, what we consume as food, especially animal source of food. We have red meats, we have egg yolk, we have vegetable oil, and also trans fat food, especially that is food that are prepared with vegetable oils and trans fats. And another one is dairy products. These are the ways we can get this cholesterol in what we eat. So another thing is this cholesterol, how it really affects our body, especially the heart. This cholesterol can combine with other substances in the body to form what is called a plug, which the medical term for this is atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis is a plug, or is the accumulation of fat in the artery, and this can cause a disease known as coronary artery disease, whereby the plug block or narrow the flow of the blood to the heart. Types of cholesterol. We have low density lipoprotein, and another one, high density lipoprotein. Then we have very low density lipoprotein. These are the three common known cholesterol in our body. Then taking the one after the other, we have high density lipoproteins. So this particular cholesterol process carries cholesterol from all the body parts to the liver, where there it expels them from the body. So this is the main reason why it is called good cholesterol, because the excess cholesterol our body couldn't make use of, which is detrimental to our health and our system, this good cholesterol expels them from the body through the liver. That is why it is called good cholesterol. Then we have low density lipoprotein, which is bad cholesterol. This particular cholesterol are the ones that cause plug, that is atherosclerosis, causes this, then whereby the artery is blocked or narrowed from preventing the flow of blood to the heart. Then the last one is very low density lipoprotein. This one carries triglyceride. So the difference between these, they are bad cholesterol, but the particular fat it carries is called triglyceride. It carries triglyceride and forms plugule that is a coronary artery disease, whereby the artery is blocked from the flow of blood. So these are the three common known cholesterol. Another one is what can cause this cholesterol? What can cause our cholesterol to be high? Number one thing is having unhealthy eating habits. Yes, from what we eat. Just take a look at this. Our body produces this cholesterol, and we also have obtained this cholesterol from what we eat. And through the research, it is found out that the cholesterol that our body produces is enough for the body to make use of. Then, coming to eating another food or food that contains this cholesterol, it's making the whole thing excess. And whereby you don't have a very good cholesterol that is there to excrete or expel the excess cholesterol, that is where problem lies. And how do you expect to have this good cholesterol? By having a very good diet. So whereby you don't have a very healthy eating habit, you are going to increase the level of this cholesterol. What I mean, high level, you have a higher level of this cholesterol, especially the bad one, which is low density lipoprotein. So when you eat more of dairy food, like I've said about the type of food that we can get this cholesterol, dairy products, eating such food that are prepared or contain a lot of saturated fat. In fact, it is advised that we skip or perhaps run away from anything saturated fat. It kills your heart. It kills you gradual process. So when you are buying your oil, which you use in cooking or for cooking, you have to go through the content to know the level of saturated fat. In fact, if you have the money, go for the better oils like saturated fat. They are more expensive, but think of it. Think of this. If you eat good food, you save your body system from making unnecessary expensive, especially going to the hospital. Our people, we see going to the hospital as what it's not our portion, but sometimes it is good. But let it be for checkup, to check your body, instead of being that the sickness has weighed you down, especially the one you know that you can prevent from what you eat. So you start on time to prevent this from occurring. So you eat good food, eat little of unsaturated fat, and skip saturated fat oil. So let me go back to what I'm saying about what can cause high cholesterol. It is our unhealthy eating habits. Dairy products, these dairy products, they contain saturated fat, and it is from animal source. Yes, it's from animal source. It contains saturated much of fat. So, or some yogurts that are not skimmed. We have skimmed milk. That is what they mean by skimmed there is that the quantity or the level of fat has been reduced. It's not full cream that have a whole lot of fat. So dairy products is a good example of what can cause cholesterol. Then eating red meats. All these are red meats. They have their own fat, bad fat in them. Eating food that are deep fried with vegetable oils. Mostly vegetable oil contain saturated fat. So another one that kills us is this trans fat. Trans fat is very bad. Don't go for it at all. Anything you are eating and find this thing on it, especially if you are having a cardiac disease, that's a cardiovascular disease. You have to skip anything that that have something to do with saturated fat, trans fat. Skip them. They are not good for your heart. They are not good for you. So another one way we can hide this cholesterol is lack of physical exercise or activities. Yes, these have give room for low density protein to increase in large, which leads to cleaning of the heart disease. Another one is smoking. So research has found that you may be asking, how can smoking cause cholesterol? Yes, research says that this smoke, due to the content it has, that it have a way of reducing the good cholesterol and increasing the bad cholesterol in our body, which whereby the level of cholesterol in our body gets high, and when it is not controlled, it can lead to heart disease. So this is it. Then what problem can this cholesterol cause to our body? Just like I said, bad cholesterol, they form plugule in our body, and when this plugule accumulates in excess, in larger quantity, it tends to rupture the artery, thereby forming a very huge quantity of clotted blood, which block or narrow the flow of blood. Then, as a result of this, there is reduced or no amount of oxygenated blood to the heart. And you know what it means when there is no oxygen going to your heart. That leads to heart attack. So sometimes one of these symptoms, cholesterol may not come with symptoms unless the level of it is so high. That is when it comes with heart attack and a very sharp pain in your heart. Then another one is, due to this plugule, the oxygen cannot also be transported to the brain. When there is lack of oxygen to the brain, it leads to stroke. And what causes this lack of oxygen to the brain? The same thing. Too much cholesterol forming plugule in the artery. As the result of this, it tends to rupture and form blood clotting. And when the blood clot is much, it blocks the oxygenated blood that flow to the brain, and whereby oxygen is not passing there, the brain is not getting oxygen. This can lead to stroke. So this is a way cholesterol can kill our body system. So it is advised that you go for good have a good eating habit, especially food that are heart healthy. And if you are having a heart disease already or managing a heart disease, please, it is advised that you see a nutritionist that will help you or advise or give you instructions on your diet, how you cut off from saturated fat and all this food, processed food, junk food, eating of sodium, soda, all these things that are very damaging to the heart. So another thing is, how can this be diagnosed? It can go, it is through blood test. It's through blood test that this cholesterol can be diagnosed. Then there should be a regular check on this for this cholesterol. So it is advised that for a full-grown adult, you have to be checking your cholesterol at least once in every day. You have to check the level of cholesterol you have in the body. Then for children or teenagers, they have to be checking their level of cholesterol once in every 5 years. It is very important. We don't tend to neglect anything that is good for our body. Don't neglect it. Go for it. Checking this may help you to prevent a lot of things, or a lot of damages to your heart. So it is advised, if you have not been checking this cholesterol, please do so. Even if it's once, at least once in a year. For adults, once in a year. So how can you lower this cholesterol? Like I said, having a very healthy, heart-healthy food. Eating heart-healthy food. Then another one is weight management, managing your weight. And then last but not least is regular exercises. Even if you cannot run, start walking. Move your body, walk. At least every day, walk for 20 to 10 minutes, even 30 minutes. That's my advice. You cannot run. Walk, have a 1 hour walk. So far as you're not having any illness that can be interrupted through that walk. Walk, move. It helps our body system. So if you have any question about this cholesterol, or if you have something to add in it, the comment section is open for you. Then I am coming to the end of this segment. So stay good. Take good care of your health, because health is wealth. Alright. Thank you. But do not forget to subscribe. Subscribe for me, please. I am begging. Subscribe, okay? Thank you all.
Subscribe.